Picture this. You're new to 3D printing. You want to get started and you think that the Bambu Lab H2D is the place to go. It's new, it's with a great company, and it has AI detection so you can just start a print, walk away, and not have to worry about it. So you order the printer, you unbox it, you get it set up, and you find 3D printed models ready to print. There's a little boat, you don't even know it's called a Benchy, and you hit print. You're excited, it's printing, it's going so well. And then this happens. Not only does the print pop off the bed, but the AI detection doesn't stop the print. It keeps going and it keeps going. You're losing your mind. You sold your grandpa's car so you could pay for this. So what do you do now? I've been 3D printing since 2017. I've owned over 20 printers, and luckily, when this happened to me, I didn't freak out. It's normal for prints to fail every so often. Now, I expected more from the Bambu Lab H2D, and I printed a lot of things on this printer. In fact, I didn't even think to print a Benchy until it was mentioned here and here, and we've been getting all these mentions, ironically from the same person. So this is for you. After that first failed print, I decided to wash the bed with hot soapy water. To save time, the Bambu Lab doesn't auto-level the bed every single time. I will check a few spots on the bed to make sure it's still relatively level to the last time it printed. I decided to override that feature to make sure I got a full level bed to see if that would help the adhesion. Let's try this again.
All right, I have re-leveled the bed and that is looking much better. We'll see how it turns out in the end though. I mean, it's only printing to finish in 22 minutes. That's not that fast compared to other printers I've seen.
While we're attempting the second print, let's see how loud this printer is.
We are printing a Benchy. Oh, look at that. Oh, we just caught it. See that? It just barely popped off the bed. I was gonna do some noise stuff, but we just caught that, and the AI detection, as soon as it fell off the bed, it realized what the problem was. Well, that sucks, but hey, that's cool. We caught it on camera.
Test number 2 failed as well. This is the Bambu Lab H2D. This shouldn't be happening. I just caught on camera 2 things. 1, the part failed again, but 2, this time the AI detection worked. And that's been my experience with this printer from the beginning. The AI detection has been so good where it spots spaghetti within a couple of seconds. With the first attempt of the Benchy, I don't know why it just kept extruding and it didn't detect it for a while, but that was uncommon. I'm gonna try a different filament. Maybe this one has too much moisture in it. Fingers crossed, this is looking a lot better. And there it is, a 3D printed Benchy. This looks pretty good, but it took 23 minutes to print, which in my mind is a long time with a printer at this price point. Here's a similar Benchy that printed in 14 minutes on my Flash Forge, and this one printed in 8 minutes on my FLSun S1 Pro. I would say they're pretty matched in quality. It took 3 tries to get this 23-minute Benchy to print on a very expensive printer. That's kind of surprising. I purchased this printer myself. It's not sponsored by Bambu Lab. I can speak as freely as I want, and I've really enjoyed this printer, except for this Benchy experience. 3 tries for a 23-minute Benchy is kind of crazy. There is a setting we can change to make this one go faster. It's called Ludicrous mode, and it is ludicrous. It's crazy. When you choose Ludicrous mode, it turns everything up. It turns up the speed, it turns up all these different settings to make it print faster. That's fans, that's flow rate, everything just increases relative to that normal 100% speed. Let's try it out and see how the quality looks.
It's almost not the first layer. We're actually gonna do something I've never done before. We're gonna use the Ludicrous mode. Oh. Look at it go. Oh, there it goes. Come on. There we go. Boom. And if you're not familiar with this, look at that. Red light's going. I have the sound off on this printer. I don't know if it makes a sound. That would be kind of annoying, but there it is. Red light's going. And Ludicrous mode did not work. Maybe I will try. Actually, you can see what happened here. Like that stuck on that side. So maybe I'll try doing it again and put a little bit of glue. I don't usually put glue on my beds. I feel like you don't need to most of the time, but we'll give it a try.
It popped off the bed again. With the part continually falling off the bed, I'm going to do something I usually don't do, which is put glue stick on the bed. This isn't a bad practice. It just makes me feel like I've failed somehow. I'm cheating the system. I'm using a glue stick, even though this is a flexible PEI textured plate. This shouldn't happen, but it is happening.
Here's attempt number 2 in Ludicrous mode. Just letting the first layer go down, and then we'll tap into Ludicrous. But last time it just popped off the bed. We gotta see if it can stick this time. You can see I've loaded a ton of glue in there. I don't know if you can see the surface is a little different. All right, let's do this. Speed and Ludicrous. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh.
Why did it stop this time? The extruder motor is overloaded? I haven't seen that before. I'm guessing it's just trying to push filament out too fast, and this filament is not rated for high speeds. Let me change the filament to something faster. All right, let's try it again.
Oh shoot. It's hard to tell, but it's not looking good. Quality's pretty terrible.
Let's speed things up a bit. While that's printing, take a look at some of these cool filament colors. I love this dark green. I absolutely love this orange. And watch what it does when it's in black light. I mean, that is so cool. I came across 3D printed bookmarks and I think they're so cool. They're really thin, they're beautiful, and I had the idea to use this orange for like a Halloween glowing look. And it came out looking so cool, especially underneath the black light. This bug-eyed green, the brown, the other green, and that orange, those all came from Atomic Filament. They're one of the few companies that I know who manufacture filament right here in the United States. I've been using them for the past couple weeks and I love the quality, I love the look and feel. And something that they changed recently is the size of their spools. They now work with all AMS systems with Bambu Lab. Quick shout out to them for sponsoring the video and supplying us with their amazing filament. I'll drop a link in the description so you can check them out. By using that link, you're supporting our channel and helping us create more content like this. Okay, it just finished. Let's go check it out.
Oh gosh, that was on there good.
Wow, that looks so good. The funny thing is, the printer said it took 23 minutes to print. I guess it just defaulted to the original model that was sliced at 23 minutes. Changing it to Ludicrous mode didn't account for that saved time. But I filmed the whole thing on my camera and I clocked in 12 minutes and 30 seconds. And comparing this to the 14-minute Benchy, I would say it is a very close tie. You can see there's a line kind of in the middle, but everything else looks really good. It has great bridging, it has a tiny bit of stringing. That's way more impressive than a 23-minute Benchy with about the same quality. If you're wondering whether or not the Bambu Lab would be worth it to you, take a look at this video. All right, that's it, turning off.